Good morning, good morning, good morning, lads. Sorry, just getting all the socials and all that stuff going on. Looks like we're in for a little bit of a fun trip tonight. In another note, just while I finish this up, we're creating an algo, and and I actually thought the algorithmic trade was wrong yesterday in here, and I guess it was in theory, because it did. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Good morning. Good morning. Everything loading, everything loading. I should adjust these one day. I don't really like that. I'm pretty sure that should be like 8:30. And that should probably go to Asia, should probably go a little bit further than that, but we'll see. Do I expect, if we got a freedom model, I guess we'll see in the next couple of minutes where this goes. We're going to give away some accounts today, as you guys saw. We'll do that. Got it. Just getting everything sorted. We'll do a little top down. I probably won't take anything off the hop. This looks like it might be a nice, decent freedom short, but the hard part is, like, our goal is 10 points away, and I want at least 20, so we're not getting this crazy movement to the other end of the hourly. I do expect this to get taken, but my guess is that both get taken before we get anything decent. So let's go. But more importantly, who's ready to pass some accounts and who's ready to get some? That's fun. There we go. You should be able to see that now. Let's go. Let's go. Bum, 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 bum. Good morning. Yeah, so my guess is that we dropped. This kind of failed. Well, did that fail there? That actually closed underneath. Technically, that's a CSD. But this massive push, higher time frame failure, looks like we've got a good flip here. This is a major area of interest. So getting back to that prior discussion, we're building a little algorithm, and the idea of it that it's supposed to be better than me. You know, I mean, it's only as good as you program it. Cool. But going back to this short doesn't make sense to me. I don't care if it does that. It makes sense after the failure. Now we're like, okay, we're not ready yet underneath this low. But I'm looking for price. Either I'm taking longs up to this area of interest, and then we determine just how strong it is. And this is kind of exhibit A of why I didn't really want to hit this short. Right? That doesn't mean that we can't fail above this high. I think this was news this morning. Right? And just like crater, and this should take this low at 59. There it goes. Right? So very, very aggressively positioning ourselves in here would probably have been a great idea. We're now trading into our area of interest. We expect a reaction from this. If we get a reaction, we've got a weak low to go on. We've now got a CPI candle at 28. Let's see. Who's green this week? Who's flying? Yeah, in theory, could just hit this aggressively and you would have gotten paid. I think we take the CPI, or not CPI. What news was it even? It was PPI. Sorry, PPI. And you got another big one tomorrow, which is fun. Good morning. Stabbing back up. Be interesting to see if we take this high at 67 and then we drop. This is obviously a key area of interest. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh, that was violent. The idea with the freedom model is that we're one and done. Wall Street opens higher. It does open higher. Woo. Drop. We'll see what we get. It's obviously a nice respect of that. We'll see if it has to trade up higher. We like how that closed underneath this. That's good. This is your last structural candle. We now expect this high, if it trades up there, to be respected. In fact, you probably want the midpoint of the wick in the 50s to be respected as well. Everybody will likely chase for this low. ES, not playing ball by any means. Which means ES probably hangs out. NQ might run this and then we go. That low is also a 15-minute last structural low. There it goes. You got a decent shelf here as well in the 20s that just got taken out. Violent, violent, violent. Didn't position myself for it. Can understand where it's going. Right? Wasn't really interested in being that aggressive in here, although that's fair. I wanted something up at here. I didn't want to get taken out. And you could argue, and you'd probably be right as well, to size down with your stop above the high, and you would have made pretty decent money, but I expected in the mid 60s. NQ flying, ES having nothing to do with it. It's going to be really interesting to see if we end up bouncing from this. We got like an SNDR inside of an SNDR here. This little spot here. Woo! I think I'm hands off of shorts given how ES is doing. I do expect a bit of a reaction from this 41 area. And if it just blasts above it, well, that's additional information. I'll be very curious to see if we trade back down to here and we find some strength in the 20s. But there's a high chance that that doesn't even trade back into there now. Nice little confluence. Cool. Very aggressive trade if you did hit this. And when volatility drops, these level-to-level trades end up being more attractive. Now, the volatility's underneath 17, but these swings are pretty wild, right? So, for example, if you hit that here, you've actually got about a 20-point stop. Well, I suppose like 12 just from the wick if you use it as invalidation, but we'll see. Oh. Morning, Frank. Still forming our 15-minute range. We got 12 seconds left in this. Yeah, I like this a lot now.
Order submitted.
To the point where I'm willing to take a small stab if
Order submitted.
if we drop in. But I want to see it lift here. $31 was definitely not enough. The idea was that this was inducement. Yes, it tapped into the area of interest and then dropped. Okay, there's no reason it should come back now. All right, ES pushing. See if we get a lift. We want a personality change as well. In theory, I could let this ride.
Order filled.
I'm going to take that off there. I didn't like how it swept above that candle. I do like the position, but we might have another sweep. Nice, Matt. Way to protect yourself in that. Oh, too soon. Oh, way too soon. Which is the theme of the week, but liked the double bottom sweep. There it goes for my target. And it likely runs these out as well. The reason for it was wasn't that we got a flip. Like, it wasn't an A+ trade by any means. It was more discretion off of the double bottom inside of an area of interest. Right? So if we get a flip like above this, then we might trade back in and leave. We're still technically bearish, which is the aggressiveness, and The fact that it didn't open and then trade through this high made me a little bit cautious. Good morning. Anybody run that? Anybody run that with us? Does everybody at least understand why we hit it long? We're looking for reactions from areas of interest. We want to see buying step in. Then we want to see the buying taken out. Aggressive trading that's happened, and at our discretion, we're looking at what we expect to see, right? At worst, we're inside of a range and we should have taken this. We're forming our 15-minute. Looks like we're just going to range in here, which means we might take this low again. And we kind of look at it and go, well, why the hell are you so protective when you're up? That's exactly why. Right? I want to see specific stuff. Grab 10, trailing it aggressively. Beautiful. Beautiful. Right? This, to me, was indecisive. Which is important. Right? We wanted to trade with, like when we have conviction in a trade, we want, ideally, we want to be able to say that we're trading with the direction. It's far better than an entry. Far better than an entry. So this idea was predicated upon that we're actually going to retest back up to here. That very well could happen on this wedge failure now. What I don't like is that ES is actually let go. So this looks to me like a retracement to go short until proven otherwise. Until proven otherwise. So this is how it works, lads. Right? That aggressive trade also going to be paying out. We're still actually respecting this area of interest. Right? And if we look at our 15-minute, we are fighting over this CST. I really don't like that gap. That's kind of weird. This is our last structural 15-minute zone, which is why we marked this out. That's the SNDR of it. Right? So we would expect this area to hold if we're going to continue higher. This is ominous, obviously. Right? We've now swept the high and the low of this hourly candle. Cool. We're gauging what's going on here. Gauging what's going on here. You guys are probably noticing in this environment too, like, when do you go break even? Was a conversation that I had yesterday with one of our up-and-coming legends. When do you go break even? So if you're short here, let's say you're interested in short and you did grab that, let's say here, right? So you grabbed it on this way up and then it ends up closing there. Are you break even? Not yet. You have to allow price to at least make that attempt. Now, if you displace away and you just get some parabolic movement, now you can start trailing your highs. Obviously, that's not the case. And you find that, especially in these low volatility environments, not to be confused with range, by the way, but volatility, as in we expect this, and then we get a flip and we get this, and then we get a flip and we get this, right? You expect this to trade back up because there's volume in here that's pushing it down. So you need that movement to come back up and then continue on. And that has to do with conviction of your objective. Have we hit our objective yet? In this case, it would be the PPI low. Right? So you're not break even yet. Your break even when this pushes away because the attempt to trade up to your area of interest has now been validated. Now you can go break even. Right? And that ends up hitting the objective in this case. Trades back up to where? Pushes away. Do we break and close below? No. So we expect to return back up. In theory, you could actually take that high as well. We're still respecting this 15-minute area. People are scaling in at 10. Morning, Miz. Morning, contract. What do you guys think? Should we keep viewership low? Better chance for accounts or what? Yo. Yes. This is starting to look a little bit weak. I think if we get like some sort of failure underneath this, that away we go. We got our new 15-minute candle opening, right? We kind of jabbed down into that area, and then we found a little bit of strength, but I expect us to return back up to the 20s. There's not really anything I like out of this. Excuse me. Giveaway day, let's go! I think Kai's coming for the crown. It's time. It's time. Woo! There's that move up to the 20s. Who could have predicted this? Again, I don't, as you guys are seeing by these live executions, right? Like, I'm not involved in every move. I'm calling every move. Well, that's extremely arrogant to say, isn't it? We're at least analyzing and theorizing high probability movements up and down to specific areas of interest, right? That just happen to work out the majority of the time. Certainly not every time, right? Like, we're not right 100% of the time, but we look at whereabouts the volume is, not necessarily whereabouts it's going to go, right? So if we're here and it hasn't traded up yet, and we're going, well, it's kind of failing to go lower, then we look at whereabouts the decisions are being made from above. And that's where we theorize that it's going to go, right? If we take this idea, essentially if we fail underneath here, whereabouts is that going to go? That's price telling us that it doesn't want to go lower right now. And the common thing of why price wouldn't want to go lower is because it has to go higher. And then you go a step further. Okay, so why does price want to go higher? Because there's still orders here or an algorithm or whatever you want to believe that has to trade higher to pick up people, right? There's still people left at the bus stop. Okay, so, okay, we're failing here. Where's it going to go? Ideally, it should trade up to this. It didn't, so I didn't get involved in that, right? But essentially, we're looking at the open. This is having an issue. Trades up, trades through. Essentially, that could have been a banger short this morning, and we'd be laughing at 70 points for the third time this week. How do we do it? Right? Same sort of thing as this. We use structure for that, right? That's the free course and all that, right? You've got areas of volume. I don't know if this is going to blast through and do this. I don't know if it's going to do this. That changes day to day. But I do know unequivocally every day there's going to be a lot of volume in a decision to be made here. Right? So I get a double bottom. I'm going to take that long. Is it an A plus long? Am I sizing into it to the tits? No. No, I'm not. But there's a high probability that this trades up. Why? Because we have a weak high that just put it in. And if I'm wrong and it goes up here and fizzles, right? I actually took that off before it hit the 20-point target. But if I'm wrong, guess what? I'm happy to be wrong, aren't we? Direction over entry. Direction over entry. Same sort of thing. Price is having a difficult time going lower here. It doesn't mean we're long in here. You could. It's attempting to break 15-minute structure now. It's at least swept this out. But if we're getting held up here, guess what? Price wants to trade higher. Where should it trade higher to? An unmet area that we just snapped below. People were scaling in at 28.25. They were long in here. They don't know if price is going to drop down to 970. Nobody does. But they're scaling in here if the possibility of it running, failing this, and then at minimum trading back up, and they make a killing. Or they get this, and guess what? They bail out of their positions. That's why this ends up being violent. Because all that energy, all that pressure from here, they want to know, is it going to push it higher? And if it can't, then this is very strong. And it just drops. Drops, drops, drops. Right? Hi, Ollie. So this is how the giveaways work, lads. For those of you guys that are new. You guys got to type something in chat. A lot of you guys are saying hello. Appreciate that. Love it. We're going to let price shake out and see if we can get any sort of other trades in here. I've only taken the one. This would have been a pretty decent short, but I'm not looking to trade momentum shorts in this environment. Oh, he's got jokes. Oh, he's got jokes. Looks like we got London low. Interestingly enough, there's a very, very high probability if London, you guys should be doing some NQ stats work. You guys should be doing some NQ stats work. If London engulfs Asia, and I mean engulf as in you've got Asia high, Asia low. If London opens and makes a new high, then there's a high probability that New York will also take London high. If London engulfs Asia to the low, right, and then New York opens or whatever, and we end up running this way, there's still a high probability that we're going to run London low. Very, very high probability. So here we are with all that analysis determining what's going to go on. If we're positioned for it, essentially we're trying to determine, does the 15-minute close underneath this low? That would be step one for me to take this. That would be step one. Right? I need a break of structure. Ideally we trade back up. Right? To our area of interest. Especially this area here. And then we can hit this for a short. And we'll see. More in business. When will the giveaway start? Soon. Soon, soon, soon. Ish. We got to make some money first. Morning, Kojak. Morning, Gray. Morning, Victor. Make sure you guys, again, those of you guys that are lurking, you got to say something in the chat. And for God's sake, like it as well. You guys getting freebies. Freebies and can't even like a stream. Yeah, I like London lows a lot. I like London lows a lot. Right? I did like this idea to trade back up to the pocket and then having some sort of second distribution, but I guess we needed to break that 15 first, and that's fair. You got 4 minutes. So all eyes are on this closure underneath this low. This is your last valid pullback. This was not a valid pullback. So essentially we've got this low to that high. That's your current swing. We've obviously disrespected it. We want to determine if we're going to close underneath 95.25. Buenos dias. ES went kicking and screaming after the CSD. Well, did it even CSD? Yeah, I suppose it did. There's your CSD there. Chop, 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 chop. Death. I haven't placed a trade on ES in a while. Getting these personality candles. Bang, 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 right? Yeah, ETF. Little ETF shouted in here. I love it. Love it, Yassine. We're not going to do the giveaway before 10. We're going to watch, make some money. Then we'll give away some accounts and make some money there as well. Certainly no longs. Waiting for a retracement short. You've got your CSD spot here. If we even did flip and closed above here, in my opinion, that would just facilitate a movement back up into here, and I wouldn't be interested in taking longs. I want to determine if London lows are going to be taken or not. You just did, ironically. Good morning. DTFs. ETF, DTF. Starting to get a little bit of a wedge here. Wouldn't be surprised. Again, if this runs down and takes London lows, yeah, I want to throw my computer out the window, but at the same time, I need to be able to structurally get involved because my job isn't to make money. That's the rookie trader mindset. That's the rookie trader mindset. What's our primary job, lads, as traders? Let's go, Natus. Let's go is right. This is likely going to be climactic. That's right. Mitigate risk. To manage your risk. Manage risk. Protect capital, manage risk. Correct. Now, easier said than done, isn't it? Right? Because we get caught up in things, or we add to losing positions, or we do whatever. And then we claim it underneath the blanket of psychology. Here's 10 a.m. You're seeing things speed up. Not surprisingly in the hourly open. Your CSD spot is here. Again, if we do break, it's just to trade back up into this to then get short for London. Morning attack. Morning Sanjog. Morning Sarab. Watching, waiting, watching, waiting. Make sure you guys are typing in there. Morning, Ulysses. Woo. Valid low, cool. Just shorted, okay. We got a 15-minute closure underneath. So technically, we've broken structure on the 15. We've got a clear target that has a high confluence of ability to take London lows at 929. It very well could come from here. We've created a valid low. This did close underneath that. That makes this our last structural bearish candle. You want to see some pretty intense follow through if we're going to have this here. Otherwise, your last structural area of interest was... we actually don't have any. I would consider it the SNDR. We actually don't have any valid pullbacks in any of that, even on the one. Even on the one. Right? So we're going to determine if this CSD actually occurs. If we get a double sweep in this, then I might take an aggressive trade for the lows. If that holds there, then that doesn't really fit my narrative, but be interesting to see if this has some legs. Oh, don't do me dirty like that. Don't do me dirty like that. Do I trade seconds? No. No, I don't. No. I look at the seconds order flow on the 1 minute chart where I'm kind of looking at these highs and lows, right? Like this low put in this high, right? We haven't broken it yet, so technically we haven't flipped. You would anticipate the lower time frame based off of the time frame above it failing, right? Like this is not good. We've got a kind of a double top. I wanted that high swept at 85.25, so I didn't get involved in this. I'm cheating on NQ. Blasphemy. Blasphemy. Nah, gold. When gold gets going, gold's a little dear to our heart, isn't it? Gold's a little dear to our heart. Gold was like, gold and Bitcoin. I studied those charts a lot when I was doing, I still do occasionally. When I still look at some stuff. Right? Because of how nice that they behave. We're sort of chopping around in here. I wouldn't be surprised if we ran 85s. Right? Just not seeing the eagerness to drop, which is why I didn't get involved. Oh my God. If that triple tops, I'm not going to be happy. In fact, that might cause me to miss it if it triple tops here. And that would just be nasty. Hey, one tick. Here we go. Do we take the liquidity? Oh. Yeah.
Order submitted.
Very soon. Did I just miss this? Did I just miss this yapping? Oh. 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 Yes, tag me in.
Order submitted.
Okay, stop above this invalidation area. And I'll probably just mark it out of this if it drops back up. We did break a low, cool, but we're inside of a range, not exactly ideal. Right, kind of wanted major failure from this if it's going to do it. Like London lows. Like London lows. If this trades through the open of this, then essentially we should just be gone. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. We want death, do we not? Give us death. Give us death. At least that 15-minute low, lads. What the hell was that? If she doesn't go now, I think she's going to run above 85s into this area of interest, and I don't want to be part of that, obviously. Let's get our drop. Let's get our drop. Let's get our drop. Let's get our drop. I'm only in one. Do I want 20 points? I think we probably get London lows.
Order canceled.
So going to take that off. This is going to be break even if it comes anywhere back up to our target. But I'm expecting that low to go. And you know what? Let's just take that off there. That's fine. Base hits. Woo! Base hits. Take it off in there. Get some fire in the chat if you guys hit that short. At least the 15-minute low. Objective to objective. Failure. Follow through. Boom. Target is this. If you're still involved, it should take London lows with a high probability. Right? This is how you guys pass fast tracks. This is how you guys pass evaluations. This is how you guys get payouts. This is how you guys get consistency in your trading. You're not short in this. Not here, not here, not here, not here. Arguably here, but that was a double top. Didn't like it. Right? Didn't like it. We want what? We want them to start shorting. We don't start shorting. We can't put in new lows. Right? So what do? We let them start shorting. Then what do we expect? We expect retail to get run out. Why? Because that's how the CME operates. They want their commissions. Why 85.25? Why that specific area that ran by one tick? If I would have put a short there at 85.25, I would have had one tick of drawdown. One tick. Excuse me? One tick? Right? This is the benefit of objective to objective. If we're right and it hits London, it would have dropped there. And you could argue following your lows, and then you're looking at this. This is a reversal pattern. We don't really like that. Right? So when you go objective to objective, you guys getting a warning here. You've got about 3 minutes to type in chat. You better get something in chat because I'm going to save the chat. Right? When you go objective to objective and you're shorting, this is the low. So if you're right, you make money. If you're wrong and it takes it and then trades higher, you still make money. The only part that you don't make money is when it just chops around in here and then blasts our face off. Right? But people will get caught up. Like, it should take London lows, and it should, and I think it will, which will probably be later on, right? If it's not taking it now, it's because it wants to trade up into here. The area of interest. This is our 15-minute zone. There was a ton of volume. We talked about this earlier. Right? We talked about this earlier. We don't know if it's going to reject from here and drop 100 points. We also don't know if it's going to blast through it. But what we do know is that major decisions were made right here. So if we're failing to go lower, we've got an interesting move, potentially a 15-minute sweep, and then trading through. We know that there's volume here. Volume that was making a decision. And it could have rallied up here. Instead, what happened? It chose. The market chose to drop. Now, if the market can't go lower, there very well could be resting orders right here that's going to send it down there. Right? Bang, 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 bang. Bang, 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 bang. Oh, oops. Yo! Getting some DTFs in the chat. Good lads. Good lads. Are they not the best firm, lads? Let's be honest here. Excuse me. I gotta say, I love trading. I love streaming. I love educating people on how to get profitable. But damn, it feels good to make money, doesn't it? If this flips, as in you get a closure underneath there, you're looking for this to trade back up into this area here at 89.50. If you get a reaction from this 89.50, then we expect a drop. Not before. Not before. Not before. Otherwise, you're still bullish. Otherwise, you're still bullish. Bum, 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 bum. Trade performance. You guys can see this. This is now this fast track. Very, very close. Very, very close. This is how you do it. Base hits. Base hits. Not a crazy win rate. Right? I think some of those, that percentage, I think it's more like 70, 80%. But if you're tracking your win rate, it's kind of the wrong system. You're looking at expectancy. But I think this was some trades that ended up like lost by a tick or something like that. Right? But this is how essentially how we do it. right? You got your flip. Cool. Yes, that's trading back into this area of interest. In reality, we've done this, right? This was a protected high. So you expect this to trade back in, and then you're essentially really gauging that reaction. This very well could just fall through the floor. This very well just could fall through the floor. Bum, 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 bum. It's nice making money, isn't it? Ooh, baby, I love the way. Every day, yeah, yeah. Right, so sweeping underneath. Time to make a decision. This very well could be just mitigating this area, and you're looking at this. Right? There's always another side of it. There's always another side of it. Right? So what do? Well, essentially, you got a whole bunch of different stuff. Bum, 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 bum. We ready? So people making money this. Again, we're looking at, we got a closure underneath there. We can get rid of this now. Cool. You want this area respected at minimum. Flip, possibly trading back in to go lower. Possibly just blasting through after this. There should be a reaction here. We don't know if that reaction is going to drop it. I personally don't like this bullish engulfing candle that's sending us back into it. But I can perfectly understand people that are shorting this. And you've got you've actually got equal highs there, which I don't like either. Let me see if I can set this up right. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got here. You guys see the marbles? Or not yet? Not yet? How about now? Can we hear it? Woo! Who's ready to win one, lads, huh? All right. Get some likes going. Let's get that over there. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go. Gonna quickly run through. Pretty sure I haven't seen. You guys got to type in the chat. See a couple of you guys that are in here that didn't get your name saved. Pretty sure if you guys typed before, then it's already been saved. Cutting down some stuff. Rafa not in here. Not. Rafa. You guys that typed before, you should be in here already, right? There's Kai. Should have you guys in here. How does this not have you in here, Claude? You were typing earlier. Whack. Bizram. Slick, you're in here, bro. Yeah, I got you. All right, I'll put the capital. Zag's here in spirit, lads. Zag's here in spirit. You're here, Miracle. I saw you. I saw you. You're like up at the top or something. Yeah, there you are. You're in there. All right. Zack attack, okay. Weird how it's not saving everything. Oh yeah, we got trade with Wafa there. All right. Quick little run through. If you guys don't see your name, if you guys are holding me up and your name's in here, oh man. We gonna have words. We gonna have words. Dilip, you're right there, bro. Man. Man, come on. I don't think I see Miz in here. Yeah, I gotta get Miz in there. Joshua Asamoah. All right. And we gotta get Dennis in there. All right, fine. Okay, 58. Let's get going. Let's get going. Oh my goodness, they're coming in. My goodness. My goodness. You guys are making me work. You better like this stream, for God's sake. Knowledge. All right. 62. No, you're not in here, Peter. If you guys ever want to start education, don't. Okay, we're gonna run through this really quick. Again. Yeah, you're right in here. Oh no, you're not. Sorry, that's not job. You know what? I can't be bothered with this. Can't be bothered with this. Yep, fair. Very fair. I'm gonna export a new chat because if you weren't here, then you've missed the first one. Shame on you for not being part of a banger stream in the first hour. There we go. "51 names. Get the family in there and Zag Nation as it should. Somehow we ended up with 54 and less. We're going to do the dojo. Okay, you guys should be in here. I just exported the chat. If you weren't here from the start, you're likely missing the first one. First ETF account, let's go. Good luck, good luck, good luck. Kai second. Woo! The dojo. Kaizen! Oh, trade beautiful. Here she goes. Here she goes. The first place curse. The first place curse. I'll do another chat export as well, lads. If you're not in this one for whatever reason. Too early to celebrate. Always, man. I'm not even top 10. My marble just doesn't want to win. Where am I? I don't even know where I am. There goes John. Sorry, John. Kelvin, giving up. Tigo and Slick battling it out. Oh, Nabil, sorry. The dojo taking no prisoners. Woo! Where am I? Where am I? There goes pick. Sorry, bro. Victor! Victor puts through. Victor! It's always the see, like being first place is a nightmare. Because you get this hope, don't you? You get this hope. And that's the worst. Look at him. He snuck through. He snuck through. Make sure you guys are typing. I'm going to export a chat after this one, and we'll do this import again. Tigo. Tigo and Dub. And... oh, where is he? Nalam Aind. Where are you, bro? Man, you better be here. The ghost ball is the old the ghost ball is the old record. That's what the ghost ball is. Nalam Aind. You got until I export the chat. Or we run it back. Ah, he's here. Good lad. Congrats. Message me on Discord, my bro. Message me on Discord. Actually, you know what? Message me on school. Message me on school. I get a ton of stuff on Discord, and sometimes I get missed. I'll post the school link in a sec. Just let me make some notes. Here's the link to the school community, by the way, guys. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. And exporting the chat now. Congrats on the big win. Bum, 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 bum. All right. Exporting in 5, 4. Make sure you guys are saying something in the chat if you just joined. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. CSV. Man. $3,000 made this morning. Just on those fast tracks alone. Niznos the first death, good lad. School is under maintenance. I beg your pardon? I beg your pardon? I'm on it right now. That's wild. I'm on it right now. That's wild. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, let's get this imported here. All right, what map do we want, lads? Few will survive. That looks like fun. Coils of power. Have we done that one? I think we've done all of these, haven't we? Speed run, we have not. Off the rails, we did. That looks a little crazy. Any of these we haven't run yet. Marble Adventure. On thin ice. On thin ice. All right. Put the family in, working behind the scenes, and Zeg Nation, of course. As it's gotta be. 80. 80, 80, 80. Here we go. You should be in this, Kevya. I'm pretty sure. There you are. You're good. You're good, you're good, you're good. Let's go. New map, thin ice. On thin ice. Story of my life. Yo, let's go. Banger stream. Zach. What happened, bro? Oh my God. Zach, is today my day? Oh, praise. Praise, man. You're going to get banned, I swear to God. You better not. You better not. What do we do if I win one? Do I pick? Do I pick? Where did I just go? What the? Replica? What the? Where am I? I just jumped off or something. The game's just like, nah. Nah. Replica and Andrew duking it out. God knows where I ended up. It's Andrew. No, it's not. It's Slick. Slick snuck in. Woo! Congrats, bro. Where is he? I don't even know where I ended up. I was just like, no. I'm good. Why win one now? Right? Why win one now? Why win one now? Congrats, bro. Congrats, Slick. Let's see if we get anybody cooked. Here comes the fire. Do we get it? Anybody left behind? Oh, we got some marbles. I don't know who they are because for some reason the names aren't showing on my screen. 12. Oh, we want to see some people cooked. There goes Bizran. I'm sorry, bro. And Matthias. Oof. All right. Where am I? Did I die? Yeah, I died. Yeah, sure, Nilam. Send me a message on there. That's cool. Have I ever won one? No. No, we've been doing this for about a year now. Been doing this for about a year now, and I have not won once. We're going to be doing the exact same thing tomorrow. Continuing on with our bangers. Continuing on with some more giveaways. We're going to be doing it twice weekly from this point forward. And two different things. The first one being that we're going to be doing a massive yearly giveaway at the end of the month. So stay tuned for some details this week as we get everything ironed out. We'll see you guys tomorrow morning for some more giveaways. We're going to stop this here. If you guys are green, let's get some fire in the chat. And yeah, lads. All right. Gonna end this here. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Join the school community. Join Discord. We'll see you guys later. Bye, 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 bye.